today's topic of discussion is imaging of congenital urinary anomalies. I'll be discussing mainly about the kidneys, ureters and bladder. Anomalies of kidneys and ureter occur in 3 to 4% of neonates. Anomalies can occur in number, shape and in the form of position. These are commonly detected by antenatal ultrasound. However, some patients present late, like in first year of their life, with different complaints. Renal anomalies are frequently associated with other congenital anomalies like spinal, genital or gastrointestinal anomalies. Common renal congenital anomalies have been divided into according to the number. According to the number, ascent, anomalies of form and fusion like horseshoe kidney, cross renal ectopia without and with fusion, anomalies of rotation, anomalies of renal vasculature like aberrant renal artery or aneurysm, anomalies of structure, for example, multicystic dysplastic and autosomal recessive kidney. Common urethral and renal pelvic abnormalities are UPJ obstruction, vesico-urethral reflux, duplication of ureter, uretrocele, ectopic and megaureter. Bladder anomalies, which mainly we are going to discuss, are extrophy of the UV and diverticulum. Common urethral anomalies are hypospadias and epispadias. These are mainly clinical diagnosis. So I'll be not touching these anomalies. Basically, I'll be discussing kidneys, ureter and UV today. Renal anomalies. First is renal agenesis. If commonly it is unilateral, if it is bilateral, then it is incompatible with life. The child won't survive, and antenatally we may find oligohydramnios and other anomalies associated with it. In unilateral agenesis, there will be compensatory enlargement of other kidney and absence of the ipsilateral renal artery. Second anomaly is hypoplasia. In hypoplasia, it could be complete hypoplasia, or which is also called as global hypoplasia or segmental renal hypoplasia. Now, how do we differentiate between small congenital kidney or atrophic kidney? Small congenital kidney will be smooth in outline, and there will be no scarring, no renal cortical scarring, and there will be decrease in number of renal medullary pyramids and nephrons in small congenital kidney. And ureter will be normal in cases of hypoplasia compared to the atrophic, or if kidney is atrophic because of ischemia, we might find the vascular abnormalities along with it. Another anomalies are renal malposition like ectopic kidney, cross renal ectopia, pancake kidney, malrotated kidney. I'll be discussing all of them later. I'll say a few words about malrotated kidney. Malrotated kidney is basically there is abnormality in rotation. Renal hilum normally lies anteriorly. Renal hilum normally lies anteriorly compared to the renal parenchyma. But if there is abnormality of the rotation during embryogenesis, then it might rotate medially, anteromedially, or completely reverse in lateral position. So if it is lateral in position on IVP, we can very well see the abnormal position of the pelvic calyceal system, and kidney hilum is facing towards the lateral side. Another common cystic disease which is found in antenatal, which is normally seen on antenatal ultrasound, is multicystic dysplastic kidney. It is normally unilateral. Here what we see multiple cysts of variable sizes involving the kidney, and kidney is enlarged. If it is bilateral, then we might see oligohydramnios associated with it. But if it is unilateral, then the prognosis is good. In imaging, ultrasound is the first choice of investigation if you see any renal abnormality.